Hello and welcome. I'm Jamie O'Hara and I'm joined here by leading race trainer and fellow Grosvenor Sport ambassador, Harry Fry, as we look ahead to this year's Cheltenham Festival. Harry, let's get straight into it. I mean, I've played in cup finals, played in massive games. I can imagine the sense of anticipation right now in the yard. I mean, how are you feeling ahead of Cheltenham?
Yeah, exactly that. I mean, it's the anticipation, the excitement. It's sort of we're now a week out, and it's just the horses have pretty much done everything they need to do now. So it's just want to get them there all in one piece and get to the start line. And can't wait to hear the roar for the opening race on the opening day.
Yeah, I mean, look, I've been there, a few times in the Guinness tents, having the time of my life. But what does it look like a week leading up to Cheltenham and that first day? What does it look like for a trainer? Because I guess there must be so much going on behind the scenes that we don't see.
Yeah, I mean it's just we're now at the point of no return. It's you just want everything to sort of go smoothly, tick each day off. The horses they still have to go out and exercise like you, an athlete, you still train.
Mm. Yeah, I did do
And
that very well, to be honest.
okay, so yeah, we just hope that you're ticking one day off at a time, and and obviously you're keeping half an eye on the weather, what the ground conditions are likely to do. And obviously this year it looks like being pretty soft. So yeah, there's lots of things you're just keeping an eye on, and just there's there's plenty of things out of our control at this stage.
Mm.
But you're just trying to manage the things that you can control, and hopefully get there in one piece.
Mm. I mean, look, for someone like me who likes watching the racing, sees the racing, but don't follow it, week in, week out, and is on top of it. Just talk me through what Cheltenham Week is for, the racing people.
Well, it's for the national hunt racing game. It's the equivalent of the Olympics. I mean, it comes around every year, so we get to look forward to each season. But it is, I mean, it's you've got the best horses, the best trainers, best jockeys, all taking each other on over every distance, over hurdles, fences. And so it's very much the best pitching themselves against the best. So
Mm.
that's what it's all about.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's been 10 years since Britain ended the festival with more winners than Ireland. Why is that? And do we have any chance of stopping this Irish dominance?
Well, I think, no, not at the moment. When you look at the entries, the firepower
Hmm.
of the Irish, and the horses entered from Ireland, it's quite a phenomenal team they're bringing over. Whether that's Willie Mullins in his own right,
Yeah.
is quite something. Let alone Gordon Elliott, Henry de Bromhead, and all their teams. So, yeah, I mean, yeah. They've got some very high quality horses at the moment. There seems to be the balance of power seems to be in their hands. But we're hoping to go out there and put up a good fight, and we won't go there and lie down. We'll make sure they turn up and earn their right to winning. If but hopefully, the British will do well, and we're looking forward to getting stuck in ourselves.
Yeah, I mean, look, in terms of jockeys, there's so many of them there who are unbelievable. But an Irishman is also favourite to be the top jockey. Paul
Yeah.
Townend make it 4 years out of five. Is that going to happen?
Oh, I think, I mean, because he's obviously stable jockey to Willie Mullins, is you understand why he's favourite. I mean, the thing with Willie Mullins, though,
It's
I
basically
mean,
being
he's
like it's like being in Red Bull, right? Right now.
yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. All
That's good,
right.
very good comparison. It's and but the thing is with Willie Mullins, I mean, I'd say he's almost certain to be top trainer, but with Paul Townend, the top jockey, there might be. I mean, you'd expect him to be thereabouts, but because of Willie Mullins' strength and depth, you could see one of his other jockeys actually possibly going very close to the someone like Danny Mullins, who had a great Dublin Racing Festival at Leopardstown. So
Mm.
there might be there'll be a bit more to play for in the jockeys championship, possibly.
Harry, the festival's massive on Talksport. A lot of the team will be down there. I know Brazil, Parla, a lot of them will be in the Guinness tents. The drinks are going to be flowing. I need to get one over on them. If I'm going to go down there, casual punter like myself,
Yeah.
I'm going to look at look at the form guide, look at the book. I mean, who should I go looking for? What's going to be one where I go, I've done you there, boys. You thought you were going to win it, and I've got one over on you.
Yeah, well, you're going to have obviously there's going to be short price favourites there, the obvious ones. But I mean, from my point of view, we've got I think Mai Tai is due to run on the Wednesday in the Coral Cup, and he could be a real each way player. He's about 16 to 1 at the moment, so he's definitely one that he ran a very good race there last year in the Martin Pipe under top weight when he was fourth. So we're hoping from a big run from him, and he'd be one I definitely wouldn't put you off. Yeah,
Hmm.
good each way bet on him.
Yeah. Okay. What about your string? I mean, what would a good festival look like for you guys? And obviously, anything you can share with the Grosvenor Sport followers.
Yeah, well, a winner, full stop. A winner at
Okay.
Cheltenham Festival is, yeah, we've got half a dozen hopefully to run there. And so if we can come away with a winner, we'd be delighted. Gidley Park is probably our strongest chance. He's got entries in the Barring Bingham on the Wednesday and the Albert Bartlett Friday, two Grade 1 novice hurdles. So whichever race we decide to go for, I think he'll have a big chance with any luck. Love Envoy, she's been brilliant horse rush. She's due to make a final racecourse appearance before she goes off to the breeding sheds. With Constitution now Hill now out of the champion hurdle,
Yeah.
there's every chance she could now end up taking a lining up in the champion hurdle herself. So she was runner up
Wow.
in the mares hurdle last year to Honeysuckle. So don't be surprised to see her in the champion hurdle rather than the mares hurdle. So yeah, they're probably two of our leading lights. I obviously mentioned Mai Tai already. And we got Boot Hill to run in the champion chase, albeit he's got a bit fine with some of the principals, El Fabiolo and John Bon and Edward Stone, things like that. But if the ground dried out for him, he'd have an each way chance. So
Mm.
yeah, good team to look forward to.
Okay. Look, there's a number of footballers and managers who love the races, Cheltenham in particular. Have you had any dealings with the likes of Sir Alex Ferguson, Harry Redknapp, Michael Owen?
I'd like to say they're all owners, but unfortunately they're not yet. So I've
Yeah.
no, I've been
Try and
lucky
suck
enough.
them in.
Yeah, I've met them all on the race course. So yeah, great that they have such an interest in the sport, and yeah, so yeah, just wish I could get them on board.
Yeah, I mean, I've gone to the races with Harry when he was my gaffer, and I tell you what, he knows what he's talking about. He knows his stuff. He was sat in there, he was on it with the with the horse tips and everything, and I was like, Gaffer, you're better at this than you are as a gaffer.
So yeah, well, he certainly enjoys it. He'll have a couple of runners next week, no doubt.
Yeah. Hopefully, he'll do well. If right, I'm going to ask you a few questions here. If horses were footballers, which would be the following? So, the first one I'm going to ask you: a flamboyant number 10. What horse is that?
I think for well, from my yard, I think my runner's Gidley Park. He'd be the flamboyant one. Yeah, he's all oozes class and everything comes easy to him. So yeah, he'd be the one you'd be relying to put the goals away. Definitely.
Okay, the speedy winger.
I think Jin Coco actually, if he's a horse that we could run in the county hurdle. He was runner up in the Greatwood last year. He's all speed. He'd need the ground to run dry out, but yeah, he'd be the horse that you'd want flying up and down the wing.
Okay, a big hardy centre back.
Oh, they don't come much bigger and beefier than Boot Hill. He's a real, yeah, real powerhouse. So yeah, he'd take a bit of shifting to get around. That's for sure.
Boot Hill sounds like he's hard.
Yeah.
A solid midfielder always runs an 8 out of 10.
I think that would have to be Love Envoy without a doubt. She just always turns up and runs a race, and she'd run all day, every day for you. So she'd never knows when to give up.
Harry, it's been an absolute pleasure, mate. Can't wait to get down there. Hopefully, I'll see you. We'll have a drink. But best of luck for you at Cheltenham. It's going to be a big one.